Hello and welcome to another stream. We're gonna just need a couple of minutes to make sure that the audio and internet quality is okay. And once that is confirmed, we shall be starting on our model. It shall be another endurance stream like last night. We were on for approximately 7 hours, which has been shared over two videos for some reason. And if you go in the video section, there's start and stops of just 1 or 2 minute streams. That's just to sort out technical glitches and all of that other junk. We are still greeted with an offline thing. There is seems to be something loading, so I'll be prattling on and whatnot. I've got this lovely approximately 7 hours, which has been shared over two videos. As excellent. It's a lot smoother than the test streams. So I think it was the other computer or something was going on. So I'm very, very happy about that. We can stop that not to take up our bandwidth. I'm going to close the door, start the DVD, and we shall get straight into our build. Very sorry to get that all started. Now, last night, I pulled out Innocentia and got the runners out, started building her, researching her, and whatnot on the spot on stream. Every bit of work I have done on this kit has been on camera, so I have not even touched the pieces without it being rolling, without some sort of streaming occurring. And the goal is to build her, paint her, finish her as close to the box art as possible. I've deviated a tiny amount with the hair and the back, but we'll keep going. What we did last night is started assembling the torso and the head, and when I realized I slowly started to run out of time, I've only assembled components that needed to be glued together and putty filled. This is so that today I could sand it, finish building it, and once completely finished, I would be able to start painting it and priming it tomorrow. So yesterday's goal, which was completed, assemble all the parts and fill the seam lines. Today is to finish the construction of this model and have it mounted and ready for sanding. Tomorrow, we pretty much base coat it, do all the painting, maybe some hand painting highlights and whatnot. And the last day will be finishing it and assembling it, which shouldn't take too long. The last day will be probably a number of smaller streams instead of a one big long stream. The airbrushing one's going to be a bit difficult, so I'll start earlier tomorrow. I'm going to hook this camera on the tripod over my shoulder. I will not be able to see the chat, so what I'll do between every spray sessions, I'll turn around, turn the radio off, answer everything in the chat log, and then go back airbrushing. Where this camera is, you can see my face here. I'll put the whiteboard up saying that I cannot see you, be patient or some shit. I don't know. So all that adieu, we shall start sanding. I'm going to turn on my DVD. That has about 3 hours of show going on. I might I need to cut myself some fresh sandpaper. This sandpaper is just absolutely fucked. But at least you guys get to see the process of the preparation of sandpaper. I have a bad habit of overusing sandpaper well past its usefulness. So it's simple as cut a strip. writing what good it is a few times. So no matter where I fold it, I can see the number. And fold it up. Get some 240 grit. I've just got this like big brown bag of sandpaper. Very, very useful. Last night's stream went really well. I had a lot of regulars jumped on and chatted to me via the chat, responded to questions, had a chance for people to interact with me, watch me live, and just see a snapchat of what I'm doing and how I go about it, and just answering questions. People who are super keen can look at the recording later and get an idea of the process of building something from start to finish. I know a lot of people are not that keen and will watch that much, but if there is someone out there that's just keen enough to see something from start to finish, every single step of building a kit, I could say here is about 30 hours of footage. Leave me alone. $120 grit I don't use too much, and I probably won't be using much for this at all. It's a bit too harsh for the putty, but generally it's alright on the plastic. We're going to need some 2000 grit sandpaper. 1500 will do it. As always, I mentioned last time, when I start very slow, and as I get into it, I indulge more and get faster and just warm up. But I'm modelling pretty consistently over a few days. My right hand wrist is a tad sore, RSA. We'll carry on. It's got RSA for other reasons too. And that is all the sandpaper sorted and segmented. Should be nice and stiff. My water is low. I'll be back in two minutes. Oh shit. Wrong pen. Having a pen and a whiteboard marker so close to each other. Such a pain in the ass. There we go. Back in 2 minutes. Getting water. See, that wasn't even 2 minutes. I think the whiteboard is just going to be really, really useful for people that jump on the stream and I'm not around. Okay. Getting right into it. So with sanding, it's all about pressure, preparation, and grits. When I'm starting with the higher grits, I don't apply too much pressure, especially with this dissolved putty. It shrinks a bit. It's very, very soft. It dries fast, so it doesn't have a very strong, it's not very rigid. So the idea is you don't want to remove too much material. If you sand too hard and put too much pressure, it'll actually dig into the putty and leave holes below the surface of the plastic. So the idea is just to get a lot of the surface putty off, but not digging into the seam. So when primer and paint's laid down, you can't see the raised amount of putty. Once you go up the grit, you can apply a bit more pressure because then it's evenly going across the plastic and the putty. I need to make sure that I'm doing everything in the view of the stream. Now obviously throughout any points of the stream, if you have questions, anything to interject or want to know something, I'm very happy to entertain and talk at the topics you give. I just think of things at the top of my head and I'll prattle on. But if you guys are interested or want to go on about anything else and absolutely anything else, by all means, I'm here to accommodate and just show off what I do as I do it live. When I get the first few people jumping in and who will be contributing in the chat, just give me the heads up if the audio is doing well, the video is doing well, there's no lag or anything silly like that. Fantastic. So we've got a level playing field. It's very flat, very nice. We're going to the 1500 and at this stage we're just polishing it. We're giving the whole bit of plastic the same texture. Sandpaper scratches up plastic. It gives it a bit of a different texture to what it has been smooth and cast. And now we're just returning it to that. So when primer is applied on this, it will not show any evidence that there was any putty on it whatsoever. There we go. It's all nice now. That is ideal. Okay, so the head's done. Pigtails don't really need doing. The torso needs to be slightly stripped down, though the chest can do with a bit more polishing because there was a bit of glue spilt onto that. And there's still a bit of glue on the other end. There we go. I want to mix up the done bits with the bits that need to be done. Shall disassemble the torso, get all this detail off. I'm really glad they made this model line. There we go. Pop the shoulders out, and we'll sand these down first, and then we'll do the torso. Not a lot to sand, so it'll be nice and quick. And then we'll go back to the instructions, go back to the torso, finish the lower torso, and just start putting this whole kit together. And this is another piece done, nice and quick. We probably should have all the sanding done within the hour. That's 2 shoulders done. So when that's all airbrushed, done and dusted, it should look pretty good. And there's a bit of glue spilt on the torso, so we're giving it a good general sanding. Make sure it's got a nice smooth surface. When we put primer on it, it'll give us an idea if it's done well or not. No, I should have it very, very well cleaned and thoroughly done, because I don't want to do too much tidy work up tomorrow. I'm hoping everything was done spot on, and painting can just commence. Save a bit of time. It's the collarbone and the shoulders. Airbrushing it would be fun too.